Hi, I'm Mariusz Bargielski.
And I'm Tamara Jones.
We welcome you very, very warmly, and today we will continue our conversation with Bianca Ilich. So, Bianca,
Not too many women they can freely talk about your experiences like you do.
Yeah, and just anywhere you look today, the rise in cancer around the world now, post-pandemic, has skyrocketed through excess deaths, and like people's illnesses are probably worse than they ever have really been. And so this is going to really be inspiring for a lot of people who are probably finding themselves right now in a position that you were in a few years ago. Is there anything that you would have told yourself now, or you have told yourself back then, that you think could have helped to brighten up your perception of the future that you can give to anyone that might be struggling right now?
There is a great book, Jonathan Livingston, The Seagull. I love this book, and The Little Prince. These are the two books in my library that are right in front. And Jonathan Livingston, The Seagull is saying in the book, as high as you fly, as far as you see. So this is what I was telling myself back then. I'll never forget, we had such a challenging moment. I don't want to get into exact details, but I remember with my ex-husband, but I remember I was on a bowl in the bathroom vomiting. My hair was in my hands. The only creature right next to me was my cat, Mishu. He was staying right next to me, and I was keep repeating these words to myself, that as high as I fly, as far as am I gonna see. So I was keep repeating this to myself, and probably this is the reason why I'm here today. I mean, I was keep believing in the light and God and universe and the higher powers. And you don't have to believe in God to make it on the other side, but find something to believe. Believe and hope. This is the most important thing.
Career. You, just going back to, you were directing at one point, and you were traveling around the world. How was that, being in the director's mind?
Actually, by the time that I was still acting and I was auditioning, because of my ex-husband, he's a ballroom dancing teacher, and we were traveling and we were putting shows together. And I was experimenting. I was doing something. I want to see if I can mix multimedia with dancing, and I was putting shows with him and his colleagues, and I was directing popular novels like, for example, Don Juan, Mystery on the Orient Express. I was turning all of these novels into musicals, but with ballroom dancing, not the musicals with jazz that are on Broadway, but I was experimenting with this specific type of dance, and they were pretty successful, I can say. We just didn't continue with the whole thing because of the cancer diagnosis, the divorce, and everything. But yeah, I keep directing, and actually, currently, my ex-producers from Bulgaria, they reached out to me and they invited me. They said, we are starting a new show. We want Super Bianca back. I can't fit in my costume because I gain a lot of weight.
You got curves, girl. Beautiful curves.
I'm a little hippo. I love to joke with myself. It's okay? We'll cut this.
We'll cut that.
Okay, so currently my ex-producers from Bulgaria, they called me and they invited me. We are starting a new show. We want Super Bianca back. I couldn't fit in my costume, but I made a shirt with Super Bianca logo.
Apologies.
No problem.
Technical errors, guys.
So I did a shirt with Super Bianca logo, a baseball cap with Super Bianca logo, and I started going on the streets and doing all these fun surveys, interviews. That's the interviews that I'm talking about, the S&M community in New York, that I'm interviewing them all the time. And not only S&M, I'm interviewing any type of people for the Bulgarian, my Bulgarian producers. And it's a lot of fun out there.
That's wonderful. Actually, could you kind of dive into this S&M? You said that you're working with a lot of people in that field, and I've actually met more people who are coming out and saying that these are these are things that they like, but they've never been comfortable enough to put it out there, but they feel like now they can. So what has your work been leading you to?
This is actually very interesting topics, and New York is the place that we can discuss this. Even that I put on my work profile the company that I'm working full time, because as I said, I need to support myself. I'm not the most successful director or actress that I can pay my rent only with this. And I put the LGBTQ sign, not because I'm LGBTQ. I'm not, but I support them. And a lot of people, they are slowly coming out, including S&M. And a couple of years ago, actually, I directed and I shot a documentary for 4 episodes for the television in Bulgaria about Chelsea Hotel. Chelsea Hotel has incredible stories with very interesting people living in this hotel. You know, the story of Sid and Nancy, Sid from Sex Pistols, that he killed his girlfriend in the bathtub over there. So they're thinking that the hotel is still haunted, and a lot of S&M people are going there for parties, and all of these. They hang on hooks from the ceiling.
Wow.
And all of these interesting things. So I dive into the whole thing, and I met such an incredible person over there, a photographer, Tony Norterbardino. Super interesting person with such experience. He's a photographer. He was one of the best photographers in the 90s, shooting for Playboy magazine, Elle magazine, Vogue, and all of this. He still lives there in Chelsea Hotel.
Wow.
So, yeah, we did the movie about the hotel and about Tony. And, it was very interesting. And he introduced me to very interesting people.
Nice. Do you have any questions, Norris? I have more questions.
Yes.
And so, just to dive. So, you have been working with, like, understanding the psychology of people. Have you been diving into the therapies and things like that? Is that what you were saying earlier?
Yes.
Nice.
Few years ago, there was a workshop organized by Larry Moss. Larry Moss is one of the coaches for Leo DiCaprio, and he was here in New York City, so I signed up for this workshop. And the first thing that I learned from Larry was every actor must have a therapist. Mental health is, it's crucial. It's so important. The time that I was in Strasbourg in the beginning, because I'm Eastern European, and of course in the beginning when my teachers, they don't know me, and they said, oh, you're gonna be Anna Karenina. I'm not Anna Karenina. I'm a bubbly, funny personality, but I'm not Anna Karenina. But anyway, they gave me Anna Karenina, so I tried to dive into this. And psychologically, I was so much at this place that I was going to smell the wind when the subway comes. Imagine how dangerous this is. And you don't have to do this in order to play Anna Karenina, right? So I go for therapy once a week, for sure. And mental health is very, very important. I wouldn't be made through the cancer and everything if it wasn't for mental health. I sign up for all of the cancer groups in the city. New York City is so supportive of all of these things. A lot of people will say, oh, I'm diagnosed with cancer and I don't believe in the health system in New York City. Go back to here in Bulgaria to see them, to see. There is no support groups and all of this. I receive so much benefits and help and support from this city that I can't complain. And I signed up for all of the groups. I found all of these meetup groups to meet with new people. I started going for French classes because I want to learn French and I want to meet new French people and friends because I'm a huge fan of this culture. So mental health is very, very important, and I'll advise anyone who is listening this. Definitely, therapist is something that could help you, but also it's very important to find the right therapist.
Right.
Good point.
Especially in New York, right? We should be blessed with that. And blessed, right?
And lately, so much aggression out on the street. When I'm reading the newspaper, even that I replaced the newspaper, the local newspaper, with the website called The Good News instead of the newspaper, because I said I can't take this. They're pushing people in front of the subway all the time. They're killing people all the time. I just can't take this. Maybe I'm hiding my head in the sand, but it's a lot of negativity out there, and especially after COVID, a lot of people, they're not on the right track. So that's why I'm trying to save myself and to be on the right track. So I won't be this aggressive person that I'm pushing people out of the subway when I'm going on the stairs or something like this. I want to keep my side of the street clean.
And it's interesting. Everything happened at the same time, right? For you, the concert to 2020,
Wait,
right?
there's a siren coming by.
Okay.
Maybe
Yep.
I'll-
Well,
Just so it doesn't get in the way.
That's okay. So
Okay.
So it's interesting that everything, all the bad things, right, happen for you at the same time. Your cancer, all of those struggling with your feelings, but also then the COVID, which had the effect for most of us, I guess.
yeah, COVID was very, very scary. One positive thing that I liked during the COVID, I was walking with face mask, way before COVID, because I was immunocompromised because of my cancer. And I was trying to stay away 2 feet apart from people because I didn't want anyone in my face because I was immunocompromised. And when COVID hit, actually I was happy about this, that we have to be with mask. I felt much safer and much better. Before people, they're coming and they're talking to me directly in my face. What I'm not happy is that my father was with COVID and he barely survived. And a lot of people, we lost so many people because of COVID. So it was very, very scary. And answering your question, yes, everything happens at the same time. In Bulgaria, we have expression, the bad never comes alone.
That's true.
So yeah, it was a big hit.
That is interesting. You said that Bulgaria, it doesn't have much of a system to handle things like cancer. What is the normal treatments or suggestions that are happening over there?
So first of all, I love my country. I respect Bulgaria so much. I'm a big nationalist and I believe in the history, in the Bulgarians and everything. But the health system over there, it's the worst compared to the health system in United States. Just an example, my mother, she's one of the best gynecologists in Bulgaria. And she was in the health system for 40 years. She was diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer. And because of her connections and everything, she barely got treatment. Imagine if you don't have the connections. What you're doing if you don't know the doctors. So that's why I really hope that I'll change the things. And something else that it's happening because of the movie that hopefully soon will come out. I actually negotiated with my hospital here, NYU Langon. They use PET scan machines. In Bulgaria, we have only 2. And PET scan is a machine that actually can diagnose the metastasis in your body and to give you the exact stage of your cancer. So we have only 2 in Bulgaria. In the entire country, 8 million people, 2 machines. So I spoke with NYU Langon and we're in a process. Hopefully this will happen. I'll be the happiest person if I manage to do this with all of the help. But they're donating their old PET scan machine to Bulgaria.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully this will happen, because if somebody with cancer is diagnosed in Bulgaria and they're stage 1 and they have to go to PET scan before they start chemotherapy, by the time that they're waiting, their stage 1 will be stage 3, because there is something like a 6-7 months wait list. So this is one of my missions.
And you know what? I know that the listeners can listen to you and realize immediately how much energy in you is, right? From where you get this energy?
I don't know. Probably some people say, "What the pew she's doing?" I swim. I go to the gym. I listen to all these inspirational podcasts, reading all these inspirational books. I surround myself with positive people, and when I see that somebody doesn't have the right energy, I already stop trying to fix this person or to change this person. I'm just, as I said, I'm keeping myself off the street clean and trying to be a good person and to do what I can do to be a happy person and to deliver to the world, and the rest is up to them.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
amazing, though.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So what is the future? What does the future hold for you right now?
I really hope that it will be incredible. I'm imagining I have these manifesting meditations every morning. So I really hope that I will manage to build family. I'm coming from this small country where family for me is very important. Maybe, hopefully, I will find the right person that I can build this incredible family. I can continue creating, because that's why I put one of the tattoos on my hand is love art in the infinity sign, because I believe the infinity can come to you only if you in the love of art. And I always say that there's two types of women in the world. Some they give birth and they contribute to the next generations, and some that they create art. So maybe I don't know if I'm gonna be with the people with the kids, but I really want to make art, and I want my art to leave my name in the history. I know that this sounds crazy ambitious, but I really want to contribute to the next generations, my life to be meaningful, because when I was diagnosed with the cancer, my first thought, first thought when the doctor called me was, oh my God, I'm dying and I'm not leaving anything. I mean, nobody will remember me.
I don't know if you realize, but you already
Yeah.
put so much in New York scenario and people, right? With the hope. So what would be your advice, the last advice for the young people, for young women?
You see, that's very challenging to give the right advice to young people. I mean, I know that whoever is listening this, I just want to tell them that life is so big and so many cowards are out there. And my dad, who is a man full of wisdom, he always say, don't forget always to put your smile. It's opening so many doors. So my advice to you, if you want to do this as an exercise every morning, go in front of the mirror, 20 seconds, smile to yourself, even that you're gonna feel silly. But just don't forget to put your smile. It really opens doors.
I agree.
Love it.
Yeah.
Wow. What a wonderful.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bianca Ilich. Thank you so much. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much, and good luck. Break a leg with the whole fabulous idea, and I'm here to support you guys anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bianca. Thank you.
Well, that concludes this episode with our guest, Bianca Ilich.
And we already invite you for the next episode, where we will be speaking with Brian Chin, who is the president of One-on-One and Next Level.
So please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can follow along as we continue to interview more guests and talk about unveiling the industry.